I don't know why people kept asking me to watch this, but let's find out. TSM, TSM.
Gaming is definitely an escape from a lot of the negativity in the world, and I just want to be like a positive light on people, because there's a lot of people
I'm
that come
crying
to my
already.
stream, they're
I'm crying
going
already,
through
bro.
a whole bunch of things, or even like on my YouTube comments, Instagram DMs, whatever it might be. Like, they're going through a lot, and I feel like with all the things that I've gone through, that gaming isn't just an escape for me personally, but like the things that I've done can be escape for other people too.
Aww. I think all content creators feel that way for sure.
Daequan as a baby, he was a really good baby. He didn't cry. He was always very bubbly. And from the first day we brought him home, we read and sang and did alphabets and numbers.
That's
and so
so
he was always
cute.
inquisitive. You know, once it was family time, dinner time was over, homework was done.
Oh my god, when you bring the family in, I'm
that was
gone.
the beginning of Daequan and his gaming.
Bruh. Daequan, 3 years old, already ready to double pump, fellas.
So that was the beginning of Daequan and his gaming.
Aww.
When I was little, I liked a lot of video games. My brother was the one that got me into video games. He was always playing like Final Fantasy, Crash Bandicoot, you know, things like that. We used to compete in Super Mario. We'd take turns on Crash Bandicoot. Crash Team Racing, Mega Man, all kinds of games. And we'd always compete, like, even if it was a single player game, we'd see who could beat this the fastest.
Aww.
The first game I can remember was Gex. That was a little...
Dude, his mom is so cute. Tell me how she has eyeshadow that matches her lipstick, that matches her blush.
Gecko. And whenever you hit somebody with his
That's
tail,
so cute.
it's tail
That's so
time, or
cute.
something like that it would say. And, you know, they've
tail
always
time.
been gamers. Always been gamers.
And so that was the afternoon thing.
Nah. What is that, Ree?
Ooh, this game's trash! This game's trash! What are you talking about? This game's trash! I just got into a bug!
Thanks to Summing Skyburner.
Bro, this
Holy.
game's trash! What are you talking about?
What
You
are
didn't do. You have 0 kills. Why are you dancing?
Oh my god, that person actually had 0 kills! Oh my god, lord.
I got kicked off the basketball team my senior year, and you know that was a low blow. One of my
Aw,
friends got into an
why?
altercation. I was running down court for a fast break, and I see him, like, they start getting into a little brawl. So you know, of course, that's my best friend. I'm not just gonna stand there and watch him get jumped by a whole team. So of course I'm gonna go help. You know, we got classified as uncoachable, quote unquote. I don't know exactly what
Thanks
it
for the
entails.
half-year wet McMuffin.
Pretty much all of like our scholarships and stuff kind of went out the window, I'm pretty sure.
That's so sad.
But, you know, that AAU league, that was...
Also, tell me why Days Look is so icy. 2 chains, big bling, big bank take low bank.
blessing. I met some amazing people, and we went on to win a Florida State championship. I loved it. I loved it. It was a very big accomplishment for me, especially after
Thanks for
such a low
$5.
blow, you know?
Hi Pokey, I love her streams.
you know.
I know this is too much to ask for, but today is my birthday. And it would mean the world if you could play games of Fortnite with me. My
My
username
username
is
is
ISuckAt_Fortnite.
_FortNite.
If you could add me, I will play it later.
Happy birthday,
Poki.
my friend. Sorry, I don't add people to play with them, but I hope you have a great one.
Competitiveness.
It's just a competitive spirit, you know. He wants
Yeah.
to play, he wants to do well, and he wants to win.
There was a lot of games that I used to play. I never really played like the big, like really big games. Like I never really was into Call of Duty. Like I was an
Same.
MMO player. I was a fighting game player. I never really played shooting games. I played a game called Guns the Duel, which was my absolute favorite game.
Oh,
I
my
ever
brother
played.
loved
And
guns.
the reason for that is because the skill cap was so high. Like
Yeah.
literally, if you didn't play for like a year and a half, like all day, you were just gonna get destroyed by people. And I won a lot of tournaments on online MMOs.
Wait,
and
He was
theater. I
sponsored
competing-
by
won a lot
TSM
of
while playing guns? What year was this?
tournaments on online MMOs, and either I was always competing to be like #1 on the PvP leaderboards, or you know, whichever leaderboard it was. And a lot of the times I was #1. If I wasn't #1, I was top
They
5.
said 200 bits.
So,
Why does Day
I
look
was
the
always
same in
very
his baby
competitive.
pictures now, but just without the
He told
beard?
me that he wanted me to buy him a $3,000 computer so he can be a professional gamer. Put my hand on his shoulder, said, Dave, you're going to get well. You're going to go back to college. Little did I know.
I bought myself, I think it was like a $2,700
Oh,
PC.
he played it recently? It must have been
And
like a
this was
private server,
before
right?
Fortnite even came out. I didn't even know what Fortnite was. I just knew that, okay, I want to stream. I don't know what I'm going to stream, but I'm buying this PC, so I stream. And so my friend, he was like, yo, you guys should try out Fortnite. It's dropping a Battle Royale. I was
I
like, okay.
sneezed.
And so we all hopped on Fortnite. We loved it. And then I think about a month into Fortnite, that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna start streaming. I just started streaming. I was just playing solo squads and stuff. And one time when I think I had just got on, and I left Phil on accident, and I got into Dakota's game.
One more.
Like halfway through the game, one of my friends was sending me messages on Steam like, yo, you're playing with a streamer right now. You're playing with a streamer. I was like, oh, really?
Aww.
That's cool. Like, you know, I was just like, whatever. And then like at the end of the game, I looked him up and I was like, oh snap, he's actually pretty big. And then he had added me, and then we went on to win like a 27 squad win streak in a row. And that's what really got me noticed a little bit. And then Dakota's got me into the Fortnite Invitationals, to where like a whole bunch of like big, you know, known streamers and YouTubers were all in just like a tournament where we were all just fighting each other. And
Zam.
I had won 5 of those matches, and that's what really got me my kickstart.
I feel
It's
like
hilarious trying to explain.
people who
You
are
know, the younger people know
really
exactly what it is.
good at games, luckily, like, always end up getting noticed by someone. As long as, like, they put even the slightest bit of effort towards wanting to be noticed. And there are, like, a lot of really good people, but then as soon as you get, like, a bit of traction, you really have to, like, go out of your way to continue, to, like, really push for that. I mean, in the league scene, it feels like at least the people that were good, like, you would rarely, pro players would rarely come across someone that they had never seen before, but past being known as being a good player, you have to take it upon yourself to make a name for yourself. Anyways.
You know, the people
Dear
that he
13
worked with,
months,
his coworkers,
Nario
they know.
Odyssey.
But
Thank
for
you,
me,
Wildings, for the 1 year.
older,
Thank you, Meat Game, for the
family
16
members,
months.
They don't have a clue. But they support him in whatever he does.
I would look around at the other streamers, and I was just like, I feel like I can compete, you know? I can compete. I know I can. So I just kept playing, and eventually it paid off.
Give me that 25 kill, dude.
My favorite, okay,
first time
this
that
is
I heard-
a really wholesome vid, but can I just say my favorite thing about Day is, like, his funny ass commentary. Like, you can see when you go on his stream, like, he has a really funny personality.
About TSM
AKA
and Fortnite was Myth.
not a
Myth was
doo-doo
like,
personality.
Yo, a really big team hit me up, and I told them to hit you up too. Blah blah blah. I was like, okay.
See, I doubt Myth would have told TSM to hit up Day unless, like, if Myth and Day weren't already friends before. So it's really important to, like, make good connections in the industry that you want to strive in. Even if it's just like a, hey, like, we know of each other, that can go really far.
And
If
then
you
that's when I see
keep
Lena.
yourself a
I'm
bit
like,
too much, I don't know.
who the hell's Lena? So I go Google Lena, and I'm just like, oh, TSM. And then I go see that they have like 1 million Twitter followers, and I was just like, that's crazy, you know? And then I got really excited.
As a family, we talk every day. So it wasn't something he sprung on us. It was the conversation we talked every day during the house all the time. So it was something that we, you know, he just came to us, you know, this is what's happening. I signed to this company, and they want to move me to California. So I stayed in bed for 2 days. Don't laugh. I just pulled the covers up. I'm going to be honest. I just pulled the covers up, and for 2 days I stayed in bed because I knew that meant he was moving away. I had to talk myself into it. I had to just kind of let.
Oh my god, my heart! I mean, for starters, it makes me so happy to, like, see these stories of people supporting their kids in this industry. But she said it took, like, she stayed in bed for 2 days just trying to accept that her son was moving away. That's so sad and cute. And it really makes me miss my mom, because I know she always says, she's like, move back home. But, like, for her, if I could live with her forever, she would have me do that. If I could, like, get married and have my kids in her very own house, she would have me do that. So I know, like, to some extent, I have to push back, like, Mama, I need to have my own life. But just, like, I know, like, when you have a mom that really cares for you, she just doesn't want to let you go. And it makes me really happy when I, like, although in a sense it's a sad moment, it just makes me happy to see other people really be cared for by their parents, because I know not everybody is lucky enough to have that type of support in their lives. But, yeah.
Let it sink in.
I hope
realized,
for anyone that isn't as lucky, that you guys get that support in other ways. I really, really hope you do, because everyone
God can give him
deserves
to
that.
you to keep him.
Aww.
You know, you've done everything you could. You're my husband, and you have this baby that you raised to send out into the world to be a productive, happy, well-adjusted young man. And we've done our part. We know that. So we release him to the world to be all that he can be.
I never
That's
thought in
so
my wildest
cute.
dreams that anything like this would happen, and TSM played a big part of that, and I'm extremely grateful to them too. And everybody on TSM is so cool. They're so down to earth. I love hanging out with them, love talking to them. You know, it's just like, it was such a blessing that TSM was the team that hit me up to come and play Fortnite with them.
We were watching a few weeks ago, and someone was telling
By the way,
me
sorry
that
about dropping
they
frames.
wanted to commit suicide. And because of him, they chose not to. That is unbelievable. And what a gift that you can touch someone like that. I think that's amazing. And I think that's one of his gifts. And what a blessing.
That's so
That's happened 3
true.
times with the suicide thing. This happened 3
What
times.
a
Yeah.
blessing that he is. People feel that a connection to him in such a way. So I think it's wonderful.
Being able to take like all of those situations that I've been through, I feel like it's a blessing. And I'm glad that I can be a blessing to somebody else. It's like, I know a lot of people that, you know, have gone through a lot of bad things, and I would like to really just be a positive light, someone to make you laugh. I love to make other people laugh, because it's just like, laughter is just something that'll make the pain go away, even if it's just temporary. That's the whole thing about like people, you know, I have like my W gang, about the W key, and how it's just like, the W key moves you forward in a video game. Like, for example, you press W on a keyboard and it moves your character forward in Fortnite. And my W key is pretty much just like, no matter what it is in life, whatever you're going through, you can press that W key, you can get out of that situation. You know, the worst thing that you
It's
can
I
do
deeper
visit your
than just
channel for the
winning.
first
Going through
time,
something
but
is
I
just
wanted
be
to tell
alone.
you. But I appreciate that you put a lot of effort into this, and
Aw,
I am glad
thank
that your
you.
family, friend, and community has someone like you. I'm proud of you. Greetings from
Thank
Germany.
you.
You know, just
W
to
gang.
not do anything, just to sit in your room and
Move
do this or
forward
do
in
that.
game and
You
in
know,
life.
you really want to force yourself to move towards positivity.
Day has been a blessing to us from the day we brought him home from the hospital.
That's so fucking. Are you looking
And
to
we are
adopt,
just
ma'am?
so proud of him.
Ma'am, are you looking for another job, ma'am?
And
She's
we just want
so
him to keep
sweet.
soaring and being blessed and doing his thing. That's what we want for him. We just love him. We support him in whatever he chooses to do with his life. And just know that as his parents, we will always be there for him.
Absolutely. Love him. Want him to just keep, doing great things with his life. And he knows I love him. I hug him, and every time I see him, and now it's,
It's his time.
yeah, it's time to leave home and be here. And I'm happy for him, I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's out doing what he wants to do.
I can't even say how important I think good parenting is in general, and how much it matters to any human being, any child, any teenager, anybody growing up, going through life, to know that they have someone to fall back on. And I want, ideally every parent to be that for their child, because I know my parents tell me the same thing. They're like, doesn't matter what you do, we'll always be here for you. You can always fall back on us. If anything happens, you can always come home. We'll always have your back. And it just gives you a sense of security and confidence that is really hard to have otherwise. If you feel like you're just alone in life and you don't have someone like that. So I really appreciate my family for that. I'm so glad to see Day has someone like that, and I wish for everybody to have someone like that. And if you don't, just know that you can find that. You can build that with people that don't necessarily have to be blood related to you. I'm lucky. I've made really good friends that would do the same thing for me. I could freaking go broke and sleep on their couch and they wouldn't mind, and it just means the world,